Hi viewers, I hope you all are good. Welcome to my channel Lecturer in Law. This is my first video on my channel. The channel is created by me for all young lawyers, especially the young lawyers in Pakistan who are facing problems regarding finding a particular material on relevant laws. So this channel is created for you to guide you and help you providing with the brief information on every law. So I hope that this channel will be very helpful for you. So before that, please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get the more updates. So let's get started with the first lecture. The first lecture is very basic, that is deals with the law, functions and its classifications. Because in the very initial stage, it is very important for every lawyer or as a young lawyer to know about that what is the law, how it's performing its function and how it's classified. With the first one, that is what is the law. So law is considered to be as an conduct that is developed by every government or society. It means that the law is developed by every government or society over a certain territory. It means like different jurisdictions are promulgating their own laws, their own condition, their own terms. And second one is that understood as a system of rules, because law is follows certain practices, customs in order to deal with crimes, business, social relationship, property and finance. The third one is science and the art of justice, because law is commonly understood as a system of rules that are created and enforced through social or governmental institutions to regulate conducts. Also because it is described as a science and the art of justice. Then the second one is I'm going to tell you that what are the function of law, that how the law is performing its functions. So the first one is that it's establishing standards, that every law, whether it is a constitution, administrative, business, they promulgated their own standards, establishing their own different standards. And the second one is that maintaining order. Law always maintains the order in every society and every individual on every governmental agencies. The third one is resolving disputes, because law always help those people who are having dispute between them, like two parties or two or more parties. So it also helpful for resolving disputes. The fourth one is protecting liberties and rights. Always law always protect the liberty and rights, like constitutions provide you a fundamental rights, like every individual having a rights in the laws. So it's very helpful for protecting rights. Classification of law, that how law is classified into different procedures. So the first one is written. Written means that rules of law, those have been reduced into a written form, like the constitution is a formal document that is embodied in the written form. So it's prevailed over the unwritten law, right? So it's very helpful to know about that what is the written law and what is the unwritten law. And unwritten law we can be described as the rule of law that has not been reduced into the written form, like that is embodied in any single document, that we can say that African customary law, common law and equity, that are not promulgated or that are not embodied in written form. The third one is national. The national is considered as a rule of law that is operational within the boundaries of the country, like every country have sets their own goals, and every country having their different goals, but some countries having a same goal as well, but that can be said that having their own rules. Then international, it is considered as a body of rule that regulates relations between countries and different states and other international relationship, like persons, and can be, for example, United Nations. But it is based on the international agreements of treaties and customary practices of states and general principles. And the fifth one is public. Public is considered as a public law, that is means the constitutions and functions of the various organs of governments, that includes like local authorities, their relation with each other and citizens. Public law mainly asserts state sovereignty and powers, and mostly the public law also relates to administrative law, because administrative law or relates to the governmental agencies and administrative actions they are performing. The sixth one is private. The private is considered to be as a private law. It includes like it is concerned with day-to-day transactions of legal relationship between persons, between two persons or between two or more persons, right? It is defined as the rights and duties of rights of parties, that how parties are performing their obligations in legal relationship, like in agreements, like in contracts. So it's so public law relates to the public at large, and private law always relates to the legal relationship between two person or two from more persons. Then it will be continued. The next is substantive. Substantive basically creates the rights and duties of parties concerned with the rules themselves, as opposed to the procedure and how to apply them, or providing a remedy when the rights are violated. The next one is procedural law. Procedural is basically comes from procedures, right? Deals with procedures on how to apply laws, consist of steps or guiding principle or rules of practice, so that to be compiled with or followed in the administration of justice or in the application of substantive law, like it preferred as the adjective law, for example criminal procedure code and civil procedure codes. The next one is criminal. Criminal is comes from the law of crimes, like a crime that has been defined as an act or omission or committed or omitted in violation of public law, like it includes murders, robbery, theft. All crimes or offences are created by parliament through statutes. Suspects are arrested by the state through the police. Offences are generally prosecuted by the state through the office of the attorney general. It means that the criminal law always relates to the magistrate levels, like crimes includes murder, robbery, theft, and it includes the offenses like, so it's all relates to the criminal offenses. Then the fourth one is civil. Civil is basically it relates to the private rights. It means that the violation of the private rights in their individual or corporate capacity. For example, it includes breach of contracts, negligence, defamation, nuisance, trespassing. Like if a person private rights are violated, the person has a cause of action, and cause of action are recognized by your statutes and by the common law. So the person whose rights have been allegedly violated, he can sue the alleged wrongdoer. Hence civil cases style as plaintiff versus defendant, and criminal cases always style as state versus the next one is ordinance. Ordinance is considered to be as an is a simple as a single sheet document, and mostly the presidents have the power to promulgate ordinance during recess of parliaments. And the next one is rules. Rules means the rules that is made in exercise of power that are conferred by any enactment, and shall include a regulation that is made as a rule under any enactments, like different acts having clauses or acts or rules as well. Then the regulation is considered to be as an that is made by the federal government under government of like Indian Act, like government of like governor, like any articles like 103, 104 constitutions articles that are considered as an regulations, right? That are made for by the president or by the governors. Then the next one is The public law and private law is classified into two ways. Like public law includes constitutional law, administrative law, and criminal law. As I told you before that constitution law includes the it includes constitution relates to the procedure of parliaments, like functions of central local government, citizenships and civil liberties of individual citizens. It includes like all the procedures that relates to the parliaments, local government, supreme court, high court, their powers, all are defining in that, and also the fundamental rights of every individual. Administrative law, as I told you that it relates to the public law. Administrative law relates to the actions of the administrative agencies, government authorities, that how they are performing according to the law. And if they are not performing according to the law, then the Supreme Court or High Court can take a suo motu actions, and can hear the decisions of also administrative actions. But where the um, uh, then the criminal law is basically, as I told you, that it relates to the offenses, murders, and robbery, theft, and it relates to the act or omission that are committed or omitted in violation of public laws. The private law, as law of contract, is basically it relates to the contractual manners in which it involves an agreement between two entities, individuals who serve as a legal protection for both parties, that is involved in a potential business deal, right? It includes like there are kinds of group of contracts that are fixed price contracts and cost reimbursement contracts. So the law of contract always relates to the contracts between the parties, their day-to-day contractual capacity, their relationship between each other. They are performing their rights related to the contracts that they have to perform according to the manners that are enshrined in the written page. So they have to perform it. Then family law. So the family law is basically a practice, and it is a practice area concerned with legal issues involving family relationships such as adoption, divorce, and child custody. And the attorney practicing family law typically handle divorce, child custody, child support, and other related legal matters. And then the property law is the area of law that governs the various forms of ownership in real property like land and personal properties. The property refers to a legal protected claim to resources, such as it includes land, personal property, including intellectual properties. And the law of tort is a tort, which means a common law jurisdiction, is a civil wrong that causes a claimant to suffer loss or harm resulted in legal liability for the person who omits a tortious act, and it can include the intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, financial losses, injuries, invasion of privacy, and many other things. Then liquidation. Liquidation is basically a formal breaking up of a company or partnership by realizing the assets of the business. This usually happens when the business is insolvent, but a solvent business can be liquidated if it no longer wishes to continue trading for whatever reasons. Then partnership. Partnership is when two or more people or organizations join together to carry on a business. Bankruptcy is basically a formal recognition that the person cannot pay their debt as they are due. Not this only applies to individual companies and partnerships that become insolvent or wound up. Then damages. Damages means that when a money paid as a normal remedy in the law as compensation for an individual or company losses. If another type of remedy is wanted, such as the remedy can be an injunction but cannot be or is not even by the court, then damages will be awarded instead of it. Insolvency is basically occurs in the situation where a person or business cannot pay its debt as they fall due. When the business or company cannot pay its debt, then the company becomes insolvent. Deed is a written document by which a person transfers ownership of real property to another. A deed must be properly executed by person and delivered in order to having an effect of it. The lease is basically a contract by which an owner of property conveys exclusive possession and use of it for a specific rent and for a specific period, after which a property reverts to the owner. And vendor is basically a person who is selling his property, and the vendee, a person to whom the property is sold. Means that vendor is just like an offer and vendee is just like an acceptance. So vendor is a person who gives his property or selling a property, and vendee is a person to whom a property is sold. It means that the vendor has given his house for offering his house to vendee, and vendee has accepted. So it's become an trade of offer and acceptance. So vendor and vendee is define it as in this way. So what we have learned today, I want to tell you about the whole crux of the lecture we have learned today is, first is how law prevails. It means that how law practices, how law imposes duties on each of us, and how it establishing a framework for the conduct in every social, political and economic activity. So law always help you to provide you a certain practices and customs in order to which we have to deal with the crimes, business, with the property matters, with the social relationship, with the family matters, tort law. Every law the law have every law that law had provided us is protecting our rights, our practices. So it's very helpful for understanding the law in this manner. The next one is how law prevail and how it's classified into different types. It means that law is classified into different types in a very efficient way. It includes constitution, public law, criminal law, administrative laws. Like substantive, it tells about the substantive procedures, procedural law, and it characterizes the public law and public law as well. Then the next one is functions. So functions, performing a function in a very accurate way. It tells about the main it means the functions that are law providing us, it maintaining the orders, it guiding us about the acceptable behavior in societies, providing our rights and liberties over fundamental rights, and resolving a dispute between two parties. It's providing us the written unwritten laws, national international laws, procedural criminal laws. It providing us the rules, that how rules are governing in the laws, how regulations are made by president and governor. So this will be very helpful for us to know about the base of the law, that how law promulgated, how law performing its functions, what are the classifications, how it performing its functions, how law providing us the rights, liabilities, liberties. So it's very very helpful for us, and I hope that you will get something from my video or my slides. So please like us, and thank you for watching me. So I will come very soon with the next video. Thank you so much, and bye bye.